He entered the inner city, repeatedly offering prostrate obeisance, and saw from a distance the fortunate Yadu heroes. He beheld them sitting at ease in the blessed assembly hall, Sudharma. Ranked in order of importance, they sat resplendent with ornaments of their own bodily beauty and were further adorned with garlands of parijata. They were being regaled by festive song and dance in the most celestial style and praised by bards in splendidly tasteful words. The Yadavas laughed among one another and exchanged clever jokes and quips. The effulgence of their bodies surpassing that of the sun, their personality full of charm. Many kind of precious ornaments decorated the Yadavas, and even some of the most elderly members of the assembly had obtained new youth by constantly enjoying the nectar of Sri Krishna's lotus face. Surrounding Maharaja Ugrasena, the Yadavas glowed brilliantly as with reverent eagerness they awaited the arrival of Sri Krishna. Countless millions of Yadavas waited, absorbed in talk about Krishna, their minds and eyes anxiously focused on the path from Krishna's inner palace. As soon as the Yadus learned that Narad had arrived, they came running out in a flurry. They quickly raised him from the ground and took him by his hand and led him into the assembly hall. They offered him a large heavenly seat, but he refused to sit on it. Yielding to his desire, they gave him a place to sit on the ground, and they all sat down around him. When they brought paraphernalia for worship, the chief sage among the gods bowed his head to it with folded hands. He then stood up and humbly spoke to them at length. Said Narada said, O greatest receiver of the mercy of Krishna's lotus feet, you are all transcendental persons. Today, please be merciful to me. Please bless me that I may wander always throughout the universe, constantly singing your glories. Indeed, this family of the Yadus is most praiseworthy. You are more radiant than the resident of Vaikuntha. By your grace, this world of men has surpassed Vaikuntha and attained supreme glory. Most fortunate Mother Earth, by your fruitful endeavors, these Yadus have manifest upon your surface their birth, residence, and pleasing acts. The Supreme Lord Hari resides in their homes and enjoy with them unprecedented transcendental pastimes. Krishna has now forgotten Vaikuntha, for he is bound by intense, unbreakable, loving exchanges with these Yadus. He sees the Yadus, talks with them, sits with them, he eats and sleeps with them, follows them when they walk, takes part in their marriage ceremonies, and shares in their other activities of embodied life. These relations are more tangible than the yogi's union with him in meditation. Thus, by his pastimes, Krishna spreads among the Yadus infinite pleasure, ever fresh and indescribable, destroying any desire they might have for heaven or liberation, and increasing more and more of their devotion to him. While eating, sleeping, sitting, walking, speaking, bathing, enjoying diversions, the Yadus are so absorbed in pure love for Krishna that they even forget their own families and possessions. O Krishna, King of exalted kings, who can describe the extent of your astonishing great fortune? Oh, just see the utterly amazing, infinitely wonderful ways in which the Supreme Lord Hari submits to the love of his dear devotees. O King of Yadus, as you sit on the great throne, that same Hari stands before you like a servant and addresses you with reverence. He says, My Lord, please consider, please order me, your servant. I therefore offer constant obeisance to you and to all your relatives. I think it's the Narada Muni. Please keep on saying. Sri Parikshita said, the Yadus were all faithful followers of the Supreme Lord, the Lord who favors the Brahmanas. Dear mother, those Yadavas then bowed down together to the great sage touched his feet, and spoke to him as follows. The fortunate Yadava said, even our Supreme Master Sri Krishna worships you. Even our Supreme Master Sri Krishna worships you. Why then, O Venerable says, are you acting like a lowly person by offering respect to us, the most lowly? You can defeat the wit of even Brahma, the master of speech. And so, by the power of our Lord Yadavendra, what you have said to us cannot be untrue. So they are saying that you are saying that we are the most fortunate person. That means it must be correct because you are saying. If one has even the slight trace of a touch with Krishna, is there anything one cannot achieve? Krishna is a boundless reservoir of mercy and one's unconditional best friend. He is the ocean of all greatness. Simply remembering him assures all success. He is the master and only shelter of the most fallen, the provider of everything desirable to those who have nothing to possess. But among us, blessed Uddhava has received Krishna's greatest mercy. That exalted soul is Lord Yadavendra's advisor, his disciple, his servant, and his extremely dear friend. Sometimes the Lord abandons us to go on a journey. This gives us such distress that even when we see him again, the pain doesn't go away. We cannot be sure when he might go somewhere else, but Uddhava is always by his side, serving Lord Krishna, his master, and residing with him. Sometimes the Lord, the personality of Godhead, sends Uddhava on missions on which the Lord himself should go. For example, the Lord sent him to gain the release of Samba, whom the Kauravas had taken captive. Uddhava stays alone with Krishna when the Lord playfully enjoys his meals, so he is the only person who can always obtain the Lord's Mahaprasada remnants. With great pleasure, Uddhava massages his master's lotus feet and then happily falls asleep with the Lord's feet on his lap. When the Lord goes out for confidential pleasures, Uddhava sometimes goes with him. And when Uddhava serves as Lord's minister in this assembly hall, his precious gems of advice and his flood of witty and charming comments earn abundant praise from Sri Hari. They also delight all of us and fulfill all our desires. What can be said of his continuous good fortune? Since childhood, he has been so absorbed in the taste of serving his master's lotus feet that foolish people call him a madman. Just see how amazing is his great eagerness to surrender always at the lotus feet of Lord Madhava. He has even forgotten the normal bodily feature of a human birth and instead assumed a transcendental body closely resembling that of Sri Hari. Uddhava's body is more beautiful than even Sri Pradyumna's, and Uddhava is even more dear to Krishna than Pradyumna is to Krishna. When bedecked with jewels, pearl necklace, yellow silk dress, forest flower garlands, makara set earrings, and other ornaments, Uddhava delights us, and we mistake him for the son of Devaki himself. No one attracts the heart of Krishna's devotees more than Uddhava. Wow. Sri Parikshita said, Dear mother, after hearing these and other exalted glories of Uddhava, Narada Muni, overjoyed, became eager to go to Uddhava's house. Showing various symptoms of ecstasy, Narada stood up, ready to set off on that direction. Nothing this Gyan Ugrasena spoke. Sriman Ugrasena told Narada, My lord, it is said that without Krishna's order, Uddhava never left Lord Krishna's presence even for a moment. In contrast, despite my begging to stay in Krishna's company, I never obtained that blessing. I am deprived of that achievement because of my degraded occupation of protecting the kingdom. I delight in only one real honor, being able to carry out Krishna's order, but the false honor he shows me simply torments me and leaves me feeling cheated. No other devotee of the Lord is ever cheated like this. But as for Uddhava, he enjoys the greatest happiness, privileged to stay always by Krishna's side. He is never deprived of Krishna's association. Therefore, Please go to Uddhava quickly and convey from us this message. The appointed time today to come to the assembly hall has already passed. Kindly bring Krishna and grace the assembly with our master's presence. Hari Bol.
Very good. Well, that's it.